Hi there, sign of Scorpio. This is Kim here to give you your next 3-day reading. But here's how the layout's going to be. I am going to first ask from your spirit guides and your angels to give us clarification on what to focus on spiritually. And then also, so I'll pull decks for that. And then I'll go into the 3D with the Lenormand and the Kipper decks. And we will take a look at the challenges. And then I will do your 3 month ahead. So this should be a big reading. I think they all have been around 30 almost 40 minutes long. So join me. Welcome. Thank you for being here. If you like the video, please consider giving it a like. Do subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you back here. I do lots of readings. I offer private readings also if you need that. Information is in the description box below. Wow, we have a focus on your abundance, you guys. Woo! This is very similar to the message that Leo got, is a focus on abundance for Scorpio. I know I said spiritual, but there's something here intertwined with spirituality and your abundance. Oh, wow. I also have the archway. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, if you need a private reading, in the description box are the links. They are pre-recorded videos, and I do them based on what you ask me in the notes on checkout, like what you want me to make the reading be about, and I love helping you all. Thank you for the support with that. But this is kind of amazing here about what you should focus on. There's the pyramid, which this card, it says mystery on it too. It's talking about a focal point and an energy vortex of some sort coming into you at this time. Maybe so that you can focus here on your coins, your abundance that's going to come in. Because there's obviously some sort of mystery here and a transition. Because I have the archway. Like a gate is opening up, a portal, something that you are going to be initiated into. And then you have primordial with water. Water. I think of water as like maybe a spiritual gateway here. So what are you being initiated? This is something completely different. You see the stairs representing stepping up to success. You are a water sign, so that's a good sign anyway. Actually, let me turn to the book just to look and see if there's maybe some keywords here that I need to point out to you all. Okay, so with water, obviously the water element, thinking of spiritual emotion, it says to remember your ancient nature and create a new path. For some of you all, it's indicating to drink more water, be by the water. Of course, if you are near water, it is said to help increase your intuition to flow, you know. Listening to water might be the information you need. So if you're doing some sort of meditation, it might be wise to look up one of those rain sounds, because you may get some download here, a download into what this mystery is about, or where you're going. Because 48 is a very big energy here. I mean, they are all pretty big, but 48 with transition and the archway. Yeah, you are on the brink of significant transformation. Old limitations are dissolving. And when old limitations dissolve, it's like you're tapping into infinity. You're tapping into endless possibilities for yourself. Drop all laws, basically, that govern you at this time, because anything is possible. And it does say, be prepared for surprises. Step forward with determination. So, and then 26 with coins and abundance is saying financial gain or a new job opportunity. Yeah, so review your budget with using expenses wisely. You are on solid ground. There is no need to worry. And remember that abundance can be present in many forms. And then the pyramid, like I said, like this this vortex of energy. It's like the focal point. It says that your power to manifest is at its peak right now. Be prepared for expansion of your consciousness and be prepared for new spiritual experiences. So this gateway or this portal, this archway transition, it can be opening you up to quite a new spiritual experience, changing your perspective internally, which ends up shifting the external world too. I'm wondering if some of you are going to get a really big offer. It'd be interesting to see what comes with the Kipper and the Lenormand decks here about what this other, like in a material way, what is this going to look like for you? Communication. Ego is healing, or ego. So if something knocked on your confidence or knocked your confidence down, either a feeling of, it's just talking about the wounded ego, but I feel like it's healing here. When we have strict definitions of what we think success has to look like for us, or we get a blow and it mainly hurts our ego instead of, nothing is actually touching your spiritual self, your soul. That's called that geocentric model. And so there's some sort of communication coming in, maybe about a partnership because you have fusion. Fox P2 is talking about the gene that allows for interspecies communication. Could be a lot of different types of communication too, even including possibly channeling. So the fusion, two energies come together to create something new. I want to get one more on the communication here, Spirit, for Scorpio. One more on communication. Ooh, constellation. Definitely, like right now, a good time to be open for networking. Something could be written in the stars as how it's guiding you in this life. As we used to use constellations to help for guidance. Our fate written in the stars, you could say, but this is specifically clarifying communication. It's a very important, maybe even soul group type of communication, like a person who is meant to come into your life at this time. Yeah, written in the stars. Something here about destiny, written in the stars, and the constellation. You could have an interest in astronomy too, and you could want to look at the stars more, be interested in learning about what's going on there in outer space. So that could just be also showing up as we might be getting communication from a star family. Wow. They're just coming through with a lot of messages, so they're indicating to me a lot of different types of communication is going to be coming in for you. So this is either you deep in your thoughts or thinking about something, but I'll tell you the way that I usually interpret this card, because I see a person, and yes, it's a male on the card, but it can be representing a person, no gender specific, that has been hit with Cupid up here in their head. So they're thinking about you constantly. This can even be a secret admirer because the person is holding a book. So it's like if somebody is thinking about you a whole lot, yeah, they might be trying to keep it to themselves, but I almost feel like you would be picking up on this because chances are very high that you have a lot of spiritual gifts and abilities too. And when somebody's constantly thinking about you, you're going to be picking up on that energetically. Sometimes we don't even really have a name or much of a face, but we know that there is some sort of significant soul tie. So tell me about what this is. Sometimes this is also about somebody that's made a decision about you. It's about your satisfaction and happiness in life. Wow. And somebody wants to court you, get to know you. So the lily represents satisfaction and happiness in life. 3D manifestation of that. There's also these people, it says get together, but this is also, number 4 is also like courtship card with the Kipper deck. So they're playing billiards, right? And they're like talking, they're inquiring, or they're wanting to get to know more about you. It's definitely about connections being super important right now. And this may be for the purpose of, I would just like to have some fun, or to know more about what this Scorpio's hobbies are, just to get to know you better, and then something leading to something more. Wow, it could be because they see a really good financial opportunity for you, with you. So you have great fortune. Another good indication of how something is going to physically manifest for you. Coins and great fortune. I'm putting that up there because that seems to be a main message for you here. Your spiritual growth and wealth is really strong. You have found it inside yourself. It's going to start manifesting in different forms of abundance for you. So what else for Scorpio here? What else in a tangible way? What is going to manifest in a tangible way? It seems, again, with these wonderful connections, this is the mediator. Sometimes I look at the mediator as a person who can have a neutral point of view, or to be the middle person, the person in the middle, the one that has a neutral standpoint or perspective. So they're able to relay messages, or even communicate some kind of legal solution for you here. So if you resonate with that, with having some sort of like civil thing going on, or custody thing going on, then that might be what that is standing for. A very good connection to help you settle something or figure something out for yourself. And you have the fox, the animal of the fox. That's a good spirit to get. You think of cunning and smart strategy, and typically you don't usually see what the foxes are up to. So I think that this is describing the energy that's helping you, the spirit guide that is helping you at this time. And everyone seems to be getting this anchor card. I also have good outcome on the bottom. Number 15. 15 is the number of the devil energy in the tarot. So you could say that good outcome, and it also has like a lover's feel to the card, but it involves you being at a crossroads, right? About to make a transition. I feel like it has that Capricorn vibe to it, of what you're wanting to manifest in a very physical way is going to be made possible, especially with your abundance and your coins and your finances here. The anchor is saying that too. It's a golden octopus on top of this anchor. Sometimes this means travel, that you will be going somewhere, but there is some sort of financial gain that's tied to it. For others of you all, this card can mean that you're literally picking up the anchor, or you're picking up your roots and you're going to be taking them somewhere else. So that could be something that might be in planning at this time. Let me get some from the 108 Oracle and see what else to focus on right now. What else to focus on? Oh, wow. Fox P2 is the card of communication, and then the card that literally flies out right underneath it is a card that says communication on it, and there's the sign of Cancer is here. But yeah, a very important connection here. Communication coming in, if you're open to it. Yeah, throat chakra, inner voice, and it rings a bell. This is specific communication coming in to help you. Wow, this is good. I think with that geocentric model, in a way, I'm kind of getting a different feel for it. I'm almost getting the message, or I'm getting like, feeling like, wow, everything's kind of going my way. It feels like everything's moving for me at this time. And I actually don't think that's even tied to ego. I think there's something that is just kind of manifesting for you, around you, and it's gonna be feeling like, okay, everything is actually working out for me, but I'm seeing so much proof of that. Okay, sorry, I had to pause that. I had to pause that because there was a really loud noise outside, but I was in the process of pulling you other cards, and so your support system is here. Whether this is physical family, blood family, or this is like your soul group, your tribe coming in, something about helping you figure out that this is that mystery. The labyrinth, it represents something that feels kind of complex or complicated. the spiritual quest, deliberation, long way home, a problem to solve, or catch-22, but it landed on top of mediator. It's like saying there's a connection that is going to help you with this, with the key to this mystery. Let me get something else on the key to the mystery here. Key to the mystery. Oh, well, obviously having faith that everything's going to be all right. You have the shooting star and the rainbow. So if you have wished, like for real, if you've wished on a shooting star, if you've made a prayer, an intent out there, sent it out there, it's been heard, because they're saying there's going to be quick action. You will find your way. It's like follow the rainbow, because you have prosperity, manifesting wealth, and perfect timing. Wish granted. Yeah, and the shooting star. Let's get a more spiritual guidance here from the Oracle of Genetic Gifts for your next 3 days. And then we're going to take a look at how to handle the challenges and what those might be. Well, that's an interesting one. Also, a good sign for a future, a promising future, is the sunflower. But I have the clairalience. This is a card that represents spirit giving you a message in the form of smell that is not coming from out there or something physical. It's coming from your spirit team. I also have life path number 9, the peacemaker, ruling planet Mars. If you're not a life path number 9, which by the way I am life path number 9, so yay if we resonate there, but that could actually be your focus is more on philanthropy or doing something for the greater good, and that's how the success is brought in. Usually you have a lot of experience with that life path number 9 showing, and when your gifts and your talents and even like your work goes towards making things better, it always makes things better for you. It just seems to work out that way. It's a little bit different than like a life path number 4, for example, where where you could be mainly focused on building, self-building. But this is like whatever you're doing, it's for everyone else. And it's going to make it a success because of that. All right, let's see what your challenges are. Pick up these cards. Man, it's a pretty day today. It is so sunny, unbelievably warm right now compared to how it's been. And look, I'm not complaining. It's nice. Hope it's nice where you're at. Let's see. What could possibly be the challenge that Scorpio needs to face or address at this time? Or even what might help with the challenges? The new moon, setting your intention for a new beginning. And I have ears with listen 40. So yes, setting your intentions right now is where it's the stage where the seeds are planted. This is what you're going to do. I feel like this is you coming up with a plan. You and your spirit team coming up with a plan. What is it that you're wanting to experience? What are you wanting to see? What do you want out of this life? And then if there is a challenge, which is definitely going to be overcome, because you have Ganesh here too represented, which by listening or getting that information that they say is going to be communicated to you, it will remove an obstacle or a challenge. So there's definitely something here with a talk less, listen more, because the solution is going to be given to you, the form of some sort of communication. It can be even in stillness when spirit is going to give you some sort of answer here. Scintillation, possibly. Time. Okay, so divine timing, that is definitely, patience is a challenge for most of us here as we're experiencing a life through a perspective of linear. So yeah, we do end up sometimes having to wait for what we're wanting. So divine timing could be a challenge. The thing though with the time is that since in the spirit realm, the time doesn't necessarily exist. It's all happening. It's all connected. So, yeah, almost like quantum entanglement with a solution to any kind of problem or challenge that you have. It's already there. It's already kind of been mapped out. You definitely have positive changes. This is what I was saying. When your limitations are dropped, you open yourself up to infinity, infinite possibilities. Something is meant to come together, or like in a conjunction at some time in your life, in this lifetime, is meant to happen for you, especially if you know, like you feel it, like this is meant for me, or even this type of person is meant for me, this type of relationship is meant for me. Don't give up on the feeling that you know you're already connected with that desire, with that outcome, and it's already a possibility. Wow, the eclipse. So then the solar eclipse, I believe, coming up is the 17th, and it might be bringing some interesting changes for you. But since we are looking at this part of the reading as like what your challenge is, the challenge of the eclipse energy is being put into sudden darkness. It's only temporary, but it does feel like we're not able to see anything, or we don't necessarily know basically how grand your outcome is actually going to be, or how much light changes you're going to experience because of this. So if there was some type of setback or some type of darkness, it's only a matter of time, and it's usually not that long either of a window to go through. So that's the challenge. There is the time to give the eclipse to pass, and it might be like literally saying too, it's linked up with this coming eclipse. So let's see on the 3D what the challenge might be. All right. So you have the fish card, and you have brief illness. And if you are going through a temporary like illness, then of course do what you need to take care of yourself. But they're saying that something is brief, it's going to be short. This is usually a metaphor for if you're going through a period in any area of your life, it can be an unhealthy situation, an unhealthy environment that you're living in, or the energies around you they feel like they need to shift or change in order for some more positivity to come in. Be like the fish energy here. These fish are looking for a bigger pond. So a bigger fish needs a bigger pond, or more water. They go with the flow of water, which is the least resistant route. They swim around their obstacles and challenges easily. And this card is indicating that you will be redirected or routed towards more wealth resources. Indicates that you're going towards that fortune and prosperity. So if something is not looking like that right now, it's temporary. This is actually the time where seeds are being sown in the ethers. It's being created. It's already connected with a solution. Okay, well, and the solution might really be relocation or a move, some sort of good message that ends up coming in, letting you know the challenge is conquered, overcome, right? The stork can be giving messages too of a birth, to news of a birth, or the birth of some sort of business or new opportunity for you. It's your rise. It's your it's your rise and your elevation too. And they're saying to be consistent at this time. The Tower in the Lenormand is talking about your consistency. So if you're putting in effort into a business, the more consistent you are with your effort that you put in, then the stronger it's going to grow, the healthier it's going to be. It can be a card of talking about your health and longevity. The Tower also can be a relationship that with time is going to be long lasting. But I'm also seeing a different message here with the Tower. I'm feeling like some sort of rescue is coming in a situation. Rescue. Like how like how a lighthouse, because there is a lighthouse on the picture, how a lighthouse would protect a sailor's ship from going into the rocks and wrecking. Something like that, like saved. Maybe something saved in the nick of time, or when you don't feel like you have a solution, and then here it is, and it's guidance. Child is your physical manifestation. The sun is bringing in happiness, joy, and it's also saying good health, vitality, and energy. Can be also representing abundance. So interesting what I was saying with that tower. Might be something that is linked to rescue. The bear card is talking about a person that is wanting to gift you things, invest in you, or help you out, like giving you a leg up, helping you out in some way. Wow, I feel like your messages, the communication from Spirit is just going to flow with you, because it is with this reading. It's just kind of coming through one after another. Like that might be how things start happening. Once things start clicking into place, you're going to see one thing after another, just slowly showing you signs that things are getting better. Like I said, with the geocentric model, in a way, there's going to be a feeling of, wow, everything is like arranging it, like the world and the energy arranging itself around something that you're wanting to manifest, something that you desire to manifest in this lifetime. Tell me more for Scorpio. More. Place your worry into the worry beads. When we're in a challenging time and we're not sure how we're going to get out of it, or we're not sure what the solution is, there is faith in the fact that, like I said, there's always a solution that is attached to anything that you call a problem here. But so your spirit team is saying, like, either place the worry metaphorically on them or into this bead. Do something that causes you to get into like a repetitive, maybe meditative state, something that ends up being soothing for you. Place your worries there. You know that everything is going to turn out just fine. That's the crystal ball. It's your intuition. It's your ESP. It's your gut reaction, and that inner knowing that you know everything's going to be all right. And that there's that constellation again too. So again, something written in the stars, a significant connection for you. It's like you can see the future here. No need to worry. More for Scorpio. So the challenge is to trust in your intuition then, I would say. Trusting in your intuition. Trusting in you know what's meant for you. Wow, you seriously have some either soul family coming. They're wanting you to know that you have definitely got some people that are going to support you in your journey, on your journey with the crew, forming alliances, partnerships, working together as a unit. Yeah, and I'm just getting like star family, your soul group. Believe the impossible with the fairy tale. That is a challenge, though. We have to believe it as a possibility. Whatever it is that you think is impossible, turn that into I'm possible, right? I like the way that is. But it says, happily ever after, fanciful stories we tell. And maybe a contract or something coming out here for you. Something for you to review, to go over. And they see that book open up. So some sort of information or knowledge that you gain, but you have to look into something or check to see maybe the fine print. Like I said, check the fine print, something that they can represent secrets. So something that might be revealed to you too. Seeing clearly. And then the phoenix. So the phoenix rises from the ashes, and sometimes in our life everything goes and we feel like everything has to go. Really, with the phoenix, that's what the bird does, is it knows that everything has to go. It's the one that sets itself on fire. Every 500 years it sets itself on fire on an altar with some cloves, because it has complete faith in this process that you are going to be, rising up from the ashes in a new a completely new figure, a new self. So it's like you'll never really be the same once you can get through it, perhaps challenging transformation that you're going through right now. So I'm excited. Let's do your next 3 months and see what is coming in for your next 3 months with these decks. Okay, let's see. For Scorpio, what do you have? Prediction of what's coming for their next 3 months ahead. Whoa. Next 3 months ahead for Scorpio. Wow. I think that's too many. I'm sorry. Let me just do it a little different. Okay. It's still a lot. Oh, really? It's the same thing. You have the ears again, which is Ganesh on the card. And it's talking about something that is going to be communicated to you to listen for, because it's going to help remove an obstacle or a challenge. It obviously involves some kind of abundance and fortune coming to you. It does say coins on this card. It is talking about your financial blessing, a financial blessing and an increase. And they're saying with the new moon, again, a time it has come where after these 3 months, you're going to see a complete cycle shift. So I would say if you're big, I don't always focus here just on finances, and abundance can come in many different forms. But if that has been a main source of your worry or your concern, needing to know an answer for it, I have a feeling that that's what's going to be completely transformed for you. You could find that your finances go from worrisome to unrecognizable. New tax bracket for Scorpio, for sure, because it's coming up as twice. It's kind of strange for that to come up that many times for a sign, but like the Leo reading, sometimes they're wanting you to focus on your stability and making sure that everything's flowing and that you're being open to abundance. Oh, all right. Scintillation. I was talking about this earlier. I was saying that the communication can come in short burst, but it's like a flash, like an insight, right? That's scintillation. So this can bring about like inventive ideas, like something that would really take off and bring you a lot of fortune. It can be an idea for a transformation. The idea seems to be like all of a sudden you get this spark and something tells you with rotation and revolution, I must move from this spot to another. Might literally, I must physically move from here to there. So your flash of insight is coming. It's going to be telling you what direction to go in. Sometimes that card is representing an internal shift. Wow, everything I was talking about in the beginning with the quantum entanglement, from the problem being entangled with a solution already here with quantum entanglement, it coming in like scintillation, like a flash, a spark, usually gives us hope, that energy. And these are coming out again too. Important communication, and the constellation is an important card for you. So I don't know, but it seems like you might get a message that says, hey, if you move to here, there's something that is in alignment for you. It could be a lot of wealth, guys. Could be a lot of wealth. And it's important with the constellation, this kind of communication, this big move that's going to happen. It's going to be important, not just for you, but like for your whole soul group. Oh, don't tell me. Oh my gosh. You have deep thoughts again. Literally have somebody that's thinking about you nonstop. This is a soul group member, I think. It's a connection. It's somebody that's already made a decision here about you. The anchor. Didn't you have an anchor too on the first one? This one is hope, and it's kind of like getting the star card energy. It talks about faith and hope, right? Until your physical manifestation comes in. And that's what the scintillation is also, is like a flash of hope. Nice. You can see the light, like it's that energy. See the light. Oh wow, because of because of an offer that you're not going to want to refuse, I don't think. Okay. It is either a romantic proposal, or if it is something with business being proposed to you, or what it has to do with is something offered to you is like, here, do you want to accept this? And I think you would want to, because your key is showing up also with number 33. So and they're saying with that key and the quantum entanglement, like I said before, your solution is already quantumly entangled to what you think is a problem, and within 3 months you will find that key, you will find that solution. Okay, so next 3 months, let's see what this deck has to say. So we might get the same things. It's interesting though, kind of gives more validation to it for me, at least. 33 also associates with Neptune and Ascended Masters. So you could definitely have some higher level, higher frequency beings, Ascended Masters, helping you, which are all just aspects of yourself anyway. But yes, helping you, connecting with you. You'll be breaking free from something. So they're saying you're independent. You will be finding yourself and trying things out, and breaking free from anything that you thought was a problem or an obstacle. Oh, the mirror. Either somebody is mirroring you heavily, and it could be in a very good way, or there's something that you have also mastered in yourself. Something that you've seen in yourself, you've recognized it, maybe you recognized what needs to be transformed, or shifting your perception, how you see yourself. In any case, you're seeing yourself clearly, and they're saying you're disciplined, and you're disciplined, working smart, and you definitely have that overcoming energy. Now that you're in flow, you're going to have a very commanding presence here. So it's like an influence, a mirror, a reflection for others to see of how you did it, because something here, it relates to a big accomplishment that you are going to, people are going to view you as just being very lucky, but there's a lot of spiritual work that has gone in here. There's a lot of things that have been realized that you have been awakened to. Person of water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, so we have your signs. The emotional idealist, emotionally connected, psychic, empathetic, intuitive, sensitive, heart-centered, feels deeply, takes things personally. You'll be in your element, basically. And you'll be building your fortress. So you are ready for anything. Your success will have staying power. And know that you are unbreakable, determined, you have true grit, you have what it takes. They do say sealed off, so I think there is an importance here with guarding or warding off any unwanted energies. But look, you have transcendence here that's coming, because you have the airplane, which maybe in the next 3 months also you might be taking flight and literally moving somewhere, taking flight. This is another card though that says breaking free on it. So yeah, in control, things work out. Taking off, leave it behind, and listening to your internal guidance systems is going to get you everywhere. And then lastly, I'm going to pull from this Oracle of Genetic Gifts to see what else they might want to add is happening at this time for the next 3 months, or within the next 3 months for you. I have the Twitter platform, but again, it's meaning mainly communication. And I keep saying communication. It's just very important. Any kind of social media outlet. That's an old card. That's why it looks like that. But Twitter platforms for spiritual involvements or participations. Youth director, which is leading by example, providing spiritual support or volunteering. I also have Indigo Child, Rainbow Children, Delta generation born between 1988 to 1998. So they're specifically talking about rainbow children. I think that could give or take in a little bit there for the years. I'm not too big on them just giving the years like that, because I don't think that Spirit's very linear when it comes to how waves of volunteers were dispersed. But you could look up rainbow children to see more like gifts and abilities that you initially came to this earth with. Basically to bless everybody else with. Star attunements, it's another like constellation type of energy, but for high spiritual healing, activation, ascension, and your life mission. And again, life path number 9 is coming out. So they're saying that you're being attuned right now for your light worker mission. And it is, the goal is to help all of humanity. That's why this card is coming out for you. Wow. And you are an augur. So you are a spiritual master, a seer. You can make predictions, and you are a visionary. Let's end it with an angel number, actually, before I close this reading out. Yeah, the information, though, for your reading, I'll have you know, has just like come in. It's almost like nonstop, the information that they're wanting to give to you or get to you at this time. It's flowing very easily. That might be also a message for how your abundance is going to start flowing. As you have number 88, you're on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life, and you will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which will bring financial and material abundance into your life. Your affirmation is, I am wealthy. Wow. And you are inspiring too. But I am wealthy with 88, and then 8 with I am successful. Your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambition. 8 representing the ebb and flow, the infinite loop of creation. I am successful. 888. Absolutely don't doubt your abilities at this time. And if that success, that money that's going to be coming in is tied to any type of for the greater good, you'll just be even more successful is all I have to say about that. So I'm always leaving you with love and light. Bye.